Hey everyone, welcome back to Tales of Berseria. Petition has returned, and we got a decent lucky cat.
I knew this would be big.
Oh, and the treasure.
What a treasure! Show him how I...
25. Oh, I see now. So basically, when Eisen has that special thing that happens at the beginning of a new expedition, it reduces the time it takes for the expedition to be done with by 5 minutes. Or something like that. It would explain why some other
Sir,
missions
we
were
just
shorter.
received a Sylph J from the boss of the Bloodwings. She has a job for us and wants us to meet her in Logris. How should we respond?
Let's do it. Besides, we need to see if that demon in the villa was actually a Therian.
Good point. And the Bloodwings might know something about the other Therians too. We're heading for Logris. Prepare to set sail.
Yeah, not right now, actually. Oh, it's not letting me go anywhere else. But we're not going to Logres just yet. Where we are going is over here. There was another question mark placed the world map right there. Yeah, see? That place. Oh, that's probably the other island, actually, yeah. The other class 4 administrative zone, is what I mean. But yeah, let's do this one, because it's clear there's going to be multiple ones. I thought this was going to be the only one, or something like that, or we wouldn't see another one till much later on.
I'll finish this now.
Yeah, so enemies just keep spawning as you fight. Because you just gotta keep the pace up. Poison is not good. Yeah, if the game just keeps spawning enemies like these, it's never gonna be tough. Of course, if it spawns the mages from the previous dungeon I was just in, then we might be in trouble. But sand balls? Really? That's it?
We were done for.
And we didn't get any experience for that. Huh.
Looks like we won't be joining the party.
I can see why this place is the stuff of cautionary bedtime stories.
Not to mention why the Abbey's keeping way the hell away.
We shouldn't let our guard down. But this place could still be a good chance to hone our combat skills.
Indeed.
Are you joking? We didn't get any experience out of that.
This is a good place for tactical training. If we ever end up on another island like this one, we should probably come prepared for the kinds of enemies we'll face.
So that's it? There's no extra... Yeah, there's no extra. Okay, whatever. In that case, we'll go ahead and try the other island. I imagine we'll face either the enemies from the previous dungeon we were in, or enemies from the upcoming dungeons, or something like that, upcoming areas. I had to go pretty far to go get all the way here. Also, there's probably a cat's chest or something like that somewhere around here. Okay, maybe not. Still, it was worth checking out. Oh, there is one. It was right here, though. Can't open it, though. Yeah, same thing.
Right then, let's finish this.
What? Boars and wolves? That's like 2 dungeons ago. This game is just fooling around with me. Is it just random? I mean, no, this is the beast quarter, so they're specifically summoning beasts and stuff that would howl, I guess. So in that case, we're unlikely to ever face like exorcists or the enemies we were facing in the previous dungeon. But I don't expect this to be tough at all, let's be honest. Like to some extent, these enemies are easier than the previous island, you know? Was that enemy T-posing or something? Ow. Never fought these enemies before, actually. Guess we'll definitely face these later on. Why are their asses on fire? Man, I like rolling cycle or whatever so much. Can't get enough of it. Also, was that 600 damage twice on my character right there? For those wondering what levels we're at right now, it's level 30. If you weren't paying attention to when I'm on the menu or something like that, yeah, it's level 30. So we're basically halfway done with the game, I would say. I expect to be around level 60 at the end. Because this is hard mode, which means we have reduced experience gains. If we were playing normal mode, we'd get a lot more experience from the enemies, which means we'd probably be like level 35 or something like that by now. We are getting more bonus XP for what it's worth, but I don't know if that counts for that much. To be quite frank, we should just be getting more experience from the enemies in harder difficulties. So that if we like decide to go back to an easier difficulty, it's way easier. Instead to decide hard mode and you get less experience, because that means overall you'll be not getting super strong as you play the game. Ow! Yeah, so they do deal roughly 600 damage per hit. Is that the last enemy? It was. Wow.
I thought we were
Okay.
done for.
Unless these enemies force me to actually use my items, this is never going to be that tough. Also, skill mastery of the Cassandra Sash. Snake Bite. So we got a new weapon for doing this. Oh, and this too. Eh, it's a lot weaker. Must be a weapon I didn't get from previous areas. Well, those were those places. Let's continue with the plot now.
I lost my mother to a demon,
And you killed her mother.
yet that girl's a Therian. I don't even know what I want anymore.
Hey, that's pretty. You like to look at that thing, don't you?
Yes, my mother... Someone very important to me gave me this. I treasure it a lot. Looking at it gives me strength.
You know what
want
doesn't
to see
give me strength for looking at something? That girl.
What's wrong?
Actually, yeah, that's true. It is scary. Your
don't
body.
wanna look
Oh,
like that.
wait.
I don't want my mommy to hate me.
That's bad.
Mommy!
I mean, she's already a demon, so she has no chance of turning into another one, but... Oh, wait, no, that's right. She's in, like, human form, or
That's just how I
miniature
cried.
form, so making her angry would probably force her
Come
back
on,
into the
I want
giant
you to see
tree
this.
stump.
That huge owie. What happened?
It's big and ugly, isn't it?
Wait,
There are
what was that
scary
last
things
image?
about my body too. But do you think I'm scary, Kamoana?
No, not at all. But are you alright? Does that hurt?
Thanks, sweetie.
Crap, I'm not...
I'm all
I
right,
wasn't
I
following.
promise.
Whoops.
What
I thought
about
for a second
me?
that was,
Do you think I'm
her
scary?
mom, but I think that might have just been
You're
like
such
a,
a
an
sweetheart,
image of
Kamoana.
the
No
game
one could
showing what
ever be
she's
scared of
doing.
you.
I'll have to look back through the footage,
Not
unfortunately.
me, not your mother, not Laphicet. You don't have to cry anymore. It'll be okay. I promise.
Okay.
That scar, was it from a demon?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was her
They
showing a
attacked my
scar on her
village
body.
When I was a girl. I was
Why
so
they had
hurt,
to switch
I
to an
couldn't
image
move.
for that is kind of
But my
weird.
mother
They
lured
couldn't have
them
just
away
like
from me
kept
so I could
the
survive.
cinematic in 3D and just
What
adjust
happened
camera
to her?
angle so that it doesn't show her body or something like that.
The last thing she said to me was, "Stay strong and keep living."
Well, I suppose the way like 3D models look, it's
Come
hard
to the
to
deck.
remove the
Grimoire
clothes in a
says she's
proper
learned something from
way.
the book. Hey, why's your face so red?
It's nothing.
Somehow I doubt that.
It's nothing, I swear.
Do you all remember the second verse of that song Laphicet read earlier?
4 Empyreans may tear him asunder, but so long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therian shall be forever reborn in sight of the full crimson moon.
Right. That's what I've gathered you all here to discuss. And we think that passage means that Inominat and the Therians will be revived by a chosen one, right? Yes, but the shall be forever reborn part kept bothering me. I've reconsidered my analysis. Suppose that instead of someone being chosen by Inominat to create Therians, the song means that Inominat chooses who becomes Therians. But so long as there is one receptive to divine power, Therians shall be forever reborn. What do you think that could mean? That someone receptive to Inominat's power will be reborn as a Therian.
Like Kamoana.
Which is to say that the Abbey figured out how to turn people into Therians, and then got right to work.
That's...
Are you really that surprised? Artorias has always been one to prioritize the many over the individual, as I well know. Another thing to consider is this wording about Therians being forever reborn. This could mean that one Therian will be reborn again and again, or it could mean that different Therians will be born to take their place. Meaning that even if you kill one, there are more waiting in line. They can't be wiped out.
Looks like prioritizing the one over the many was the right call this time. Eh, Velvet?
I never said I wouldn't kill her, if it would prevent Inominat's reawakening. But Therians can't be killed. Not truly.
Good thing you're a Therian too, then, Velvet.
Hmm.
Means you can't be killed
So,
either.
In a nutshell, if you kill one, another person who's receptive to Inominat's power will be reborn as one.
Right. But the song says that 7 mouths feed the body, so there's only so many around.
If you don't kill them, the next ones won't be born.
Exactly. So we remove the 7 Therians from their Earth Pulse points instead. But then, we also have to protect them so the Abbey doesn't steal them back. Or kill them.
Sounds tricky.
We got 2.
We've got to protect my bug, too.
Yeah, you take real good care of that thing now. Got it?
You bet I will.
In that case, we should probably work on securing a proper hideout for ourselves. You got a secret base or anything, Eisen?
It's every man's fantasy, but sadly, I don't.
We need a hard-to-find spot. One where we can guarantee a steady supply of malevolence for the Therians.
Somewhere devoid of people but full of malevolence. Real poser you got there.
With the Abbey in control of the entire continent, finding a place like that will be easier said than done.
Meanwhile, Inominat's reawakening draws ever closer. We'll have to keep collecting our Therians while we search for a hideout. For now, let's just get to Logris.
Cool. I'm guessing we're gonna go to Titania for the storing our Therians. Like, technically it is under control of the Abbey, but it's just one island.
Hey, old man! Give me all the water and food you got! Wait your turn, moron! I was drifting out at sea for 3 days! Almost died out there! Wait, poor you! You probably deserved it! Say that again, wise ass! I dare ya!
Shut up, both of you! No one's getting anything until you pay me what you owe first.
Are they gonna be okay?
Don't pay them any mind. Sailors are just a short-tempered bunch, that's all.
Until they turn into a demon.
What are you doing?
What's going on?
They've jacked up the price to dock our ship here.
Oh yeah? Some real balls you've got there, buddy.
If you lot want to moor here, that's the price you're gonna pay. Look, pirates are a liability to begin with, but calling your crew infamous these days would be putting it lightly. The more wanted you are, the more it's gonna cost to hide you. Capiche?
Hard to argue there. Benwick, just pay the man what he wants.
Yes, sir. You're such pushovers. You and the captain both.
I knew I could count on you to come through, Eisen. Pleasure doing business with you.
Looks like I'm causing you trouble.
It comes with the job. Don't sweat it. Some sailors just have longer tempers than others.
Noted.
You should have just eaten the guy, Velvet. Got Jacqueline-less outfit. Oh, the pretty outfit that they should have shown for Eleanor. Where is it? Yeah, that. Basically, she removed her jacket. That's why the picture looked weird when I saw the image. Thought it was someone else. Yeah, she looks a lot more like an exorcist in this, well, without the jacket. Okay, time for some skits. Here.
Alright, everything's all fixed up. Now to polish this ship from top to bottom.
You really throw your back into your work, don't you?
Why shouldn't I? The Von Eltia is our pride and joy, our weapon. And most importantly, our home.
I'm sure you've heard this before, but she's one odd-looking ship.
The Von Eltia was built by the Kingdom 12 years ago, using the very best technology available. She was designed for search and seizure operations on the high seas. Apparently, her unusual design comes from an engineer who is familiar with technology from the far continent.
But on her maiden voyage, a string of mysterious accidents took the lives of the captain, then the second, and then the third in command. People thought the ship was bad luck. She was about to be scrapped when Captain Ifrid came and snatched her for himself.
If the ship was bad luck, why did Ifrid want it?
Well, I'm sure part of it was that he wanted a sturdy ship, capable of reaching the far continent. But when I asked him why, he said, "She looks interesting."
She's too interesting if you ask me. We've been chased by storms, struck by icebergs, attacked by a giant whale. You name it.
Moby
3
Dick.
years ago when the first mate arrived, it all made sense. To think we'd been haunted by a Reaper the whole time.
Oh, come on. Don't go blaming the captain and the first mate for every bad thing that happens. I bet you're all just frustrated because you're forced to go where they tell you.
None of us are forced to be here. We're here because we choose to be here. And we do so fully knowing what sort of men the captain and the first mate are.
Anyone can leave the crew whenever they like. We're free pirates, each of us, here because we want to be. Some of us love adventure, some are looking to test their fate, and some are just searching for a good place to die. We're a ragtag bunch of rogues, that's for sure.
but not a one of us has died carrying regret or resentment.
So we're glad to help out you and yours. But you'd best not forget what we stand for.
Got
I
it.
won't.
You're
They're
idiots.
quite the crew, aren't they?
Were all those accidents truly caused by your power?
Yeah. I've been searching far and wide for a way to lift the Reaper's curse. But when I couldn't find a single thread to follow on this continent, I turned my eyes to the other side of the ocean.
And that's why you boarded this ship.
And a fine ship she is. The Von Eltia was built from 1,000-year-old wood, you know. Before I found my coin, she was my vessel. But then the accidents came.
And then Ifrid stole the ship. Did he know you were on board?
Definitely. He had pretty solid resonance going for him. Although at first, I think he assumed I was just a dour-eyed lubber worthy of little notice.
I suppose being a Reaper tends to take its toll like that.
No argument there. But still, whether they could see me or not, they didn't act any differently at all. I fought my damn curse with everything I had. And Ifrid and his crew fought right along with me. Hell, we even finally made it to the far continent.
And you didn't find anything there? To help with your curse?
I didn't even look.
But that's why you went there, isn't it?
Eventually, I just got tired of fighting back. The crew, they taught me how to feel alive. And the joy of pursuing my dreams alongside good friends.
Wow, that was fast. That expression Velvet had during that skit, her eyes have never been that open.
Take a look.
Haven't seen that kind of look since the beginning of the game. Got the pirate flag. Still haven't found the next area though.
Scout ships.
We're level 11. We should be finding like 2 areas ahead from now. There's another person to talk to all the way. Wait, there's 4 chests I haven't found here? Oh, it's because I didn't open them, I guess. Yeah. I saw the cat.
Just when are we gonna be allowed free access through Vortigern? Having to go all the way around it every time is far too inconvenient. If they insist on building a big gate over the sea, the least they can do is let honest folk through it.
I get why you're upset, but maybe they just haven't been able to devote the resources to fix it after those savage demons wrecked the place. Look, those demons who attacked Helavis are still on the loose, aren't they?
Yep. Standing right here.
From what I heard, the demons who wrecked Vortigern were the same ones that killed the High Priest.
What? No way. Wait a minute. The High Priest was killed?
Yeah. The official story is that he's injured or sick or something, but I heard differently.
Then no wonder they haven't had time for Vortigern. I hope the Abbey finds those demons quick. Those monsters need to pay for what they did.
Looks like our infamy is growing by the day.
Maybe they've even put a bounty on us by now.
They keep embellishing our escapades, though. I'm honestly a little hurt they're calling us monsters.
The more they embellish, the easier it is for us to get around. Confusion and panic will only help us.
You keep saying that, Velvet, but how far will it carry you? I'm looking at the map. There's 3 treasure chests I can still find around here, but I only know of 2 other ones. Another life bottle. No matter what though, this stuff is gonna be junk. It's so outdated. Yeah, we're going in the right direction. So there's 1 chest I still haven't found somewhere. Probably in the corner of an area. This one. Yeah, way outdated. And I better buy some Panacea bottles right now. Huh. Snake bite is for stuff like it gives us a silver scrap if we dismantle it, so it must be good. Yeah, I guess it does give you give us a powerful sorcery boost. but I still prefer Amphival, so I'll just dismantle this. Cool, used up all my silver scrap. But my equipment is pretty good now, I think. Hopefully. I probably should have talked to person that speaks about the secret boss. Whatever.
The Bloodwing butterflies operate in the Empire's shadows. Not even the Abbey knows their full scope beyond whispers and rumor. And you all have a connection to them, don't you?
Dark and interconnected is the underworld. We've heard voices in the shadows, glimpsed faces behind paper-thin masks.
The attack on High Priest Gideon. Was that at their behest?
Yeah, the Bloodwings asked us to take him out.
We did it in exchange for information that could lead us to Artorias.
Information? You would assassinate a man for mere information?
Yes. Information on the shepherd who rules the world. Not a bad deal if you ask me.
We just work with them when our interests align. Nothing more.
That's the kind of thin justification I'd expect to hear from them, too.
But the Bloodwings were acting upon knowledge that the High Priest was harming the people of the city.
You're right. The incident with the nectar was the Church's failing. And it seems that the Bloodwing Butterfly Network goes further and deeper than we had thought.
They knew about the barrier at the throne, too.
And Velvet's expertise at dove mimicry.
Would you stop bringing that up? Dove mimicry? What does that mean?
I have no idea.
There was a dove near the dock checkpoint. That's all.
Huh?
Right! It was a black, full-chested dove, wasn't it? Cuckoo!
A black, full-chested dove? Is that some sort of underworld code word?
It's probably going to be brought up in the future again. For the joke.
Here we are, back in Logris. It was a lot tougher to get in the first time.
More funny than tough, if you ask me.
Oh, you mean Velvet's little dove act? Coo-coo!
I'd be careful teasing her if I were you. You know how she can get.
Oh, don't act like you didn't enjoy it too. I'm sure you did, right? Good little boys don't lie to adults, you know.
I might have. Just a little.
Say it like a dove.
It was funny. Coo, coo.
Velvet would not like that.
Is Inominat's book so difficult? Grimoire seemed perplexed by it.
Yeah. She said it was written in ancient Avarost, a language that uses Impressionist script.
I've never heard of Impressionist script.
Each character can have many different meanings and readings, depending on the emotion it's expressing and the way it relates to the characters around it. Some modest records on its grammar and structure survive, but none that say how to read the emotion the characters express. Grimoire said that you have to recreate the writer's feelings as a sort of starting point in order to read it.
I see. And you have a talent for that sort of thing?
I guess I do.
But a script based on emotions? That's as far removed from modern language as can be.
Yeah, it's completely unrelated apparently.
How can it be completely unrelated?
After the temperance of Avarost, the entirety of human civilization vanished. The language went with it.
Much as a blooming flower loses its petals, the Avarost civilization grew too far and came to its final end. The surviving buildings and ancient tools, the likes of which our technology cannot replicate, were the beginning of that end.
In any case, it sounds like deciphering that writing will take quite a while.
Are these old enemies or new enemies? Yeah, these are new enemies. You shouldn't have, game. Like, seriously, you shouldn't have. I would have preferred just facing the old enemies that were super easy to deal with.
It's really unique.
Grade bonus. Huh? What? Why do I have a grade bonus? Weird. For a second I thought the game had frozen, but it was probably just loading the Mystic Art. Good thing too, because I would have been an angry player if it had crashed on me. Crashes are never fun.
Is ours.
Okay, I really don't know what this grade bonus thing is supposed to be. For one, I don't even know what grade is for, so... Well, I mean, I have an idea of what grade is for, but I would rather just get an XP bonus or something like that. Yep, the grade bonus just keeps increasing, but I don't care. Just looking at the area. Guess we'll be going over to that place over there that we've never gone past before. There's 2 chests I haven't found in this area. Well, I guess it's because I haven't opened those either. So annoying. Now, just looking at the top left of the screen and seeing the number of chests left out in the area bothers me. Oh, are we gonna see a recreation of the Dove Act?
Man, the capital sure is big.
Yeah, with historical buildings and artisans and all, there's much of interest here for a boy who loves to learn.
Uh-huh.
Sightseeing's nice and all, but don't wander off and get lost.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Don't worry about him. He can take care of himself.
I know, I was just saying.
I can't remember, but was Lofset still, like, not speaking for himself at the time? I think so.
You look like travelers. I have some good news for you. The restrictions on travel to the Aldina Plains are going to be lifted soon. The road's opening back up!
So, that's the latest word on the streets?
Ha! I see what you did there.
I try to liven things up around here.
Well, ever since Lord Artorias became the Shepherd, demon attacks have gone down. The world's filled with hardships, but perhaps things are starting to go in the right direction.
Perhaps. The demons who nearly destroyed Helives are still skipping about on the loose, though.
What?
And just the other day, a village near Salt was destroyed by the demon blight. Guess the capital doesn't mind, though.
What?
Don't worry about it. Your shepherd and the Abbey are going to save the world, right?
Listening to you has kinda gotten me all nervous again. If you hear any other scary stories, let me know, please.
I've got one with fresh blood, melted bodies. Oh, maybe that tale about the demon doll that comes alive.
If you're going to waste time, we're leaving you here.
Well, that's enough of this detour then. Sorry to be such a drag.
Wait! That doll one sounded really cool!
What the hell is wrong with him? There's no chests open here, thankfully. Well, maybe a cat's chest, actually. Did I ever open that cat's chest?
What's with this crowd?
Modulu's troupe just put on a real show.
Oh, God.
Man, it was the best. Her dancing was every bit as great as I'd heard.
Wow, the Modulu?
Surely you mean Mogilu. Has my time to bask in fame finally come at long last? No, we're talking about Modulu, not Mogilu.
You know, Lulu, the famous dancer? She actually goes by the majestic Lulu, but everyone calls her Modulu.
Just watching the beauty of her dance, you can't help but feel like maybe everything's gonna turn out okay in the world.
Sounds like a pretty cheerful act she has.
Cheerful? This is all a ripoff! She's just trying to pass off as Mogilu's menagerie and profit from our good name!
What good name? We don't actually perform anything.
I was planning on getting started eventually, but now this con artist comes along and ruins everything!
I can't just ignore that, you know.
Looks too plain.
It's Modulu! You did great today, Modulu. I loved it.
Thank you so much. But according to my teacher, I still have a long way to go. I'll work hard to do better next time, so I hope you'll come see me. Modulu's teacher is a dancer named Balta, whose immense talent brought him all the fame in the world. But Balta suffered a tragic injury that took him forever from the stage, and now Modulu is working hard to carry out his dream.
Moduloo, then?
I am. My teacher and I work really hard to put on performances that'll leave a lasting impact. And I refuse to let anyone call me a phony.
Oh? And how do you propose to stop me? Taking it to the stage and seeing which one of us can better hold a crowd?
Yes, that's just what I was hoping for.
Lulu, don't go around picking petty fights.
But sir, this woman, she...
You should know better. If you have the energy to spare spitting vitriol at people, you should refocus that anger into moving your body. If you need to express yourself, do it on the stage.
Horse looked a
Yes,
little
sir.
weird.
You're right. Teacher, is the pain
Oh my
acting
god,
up
it's
again?
him.
It's no matter. What does pain compare to losing the ability to dance? Anyway, what matters is how you're holding up.
I'm fine, sir.
Good, then let's head back and practice some more.
He seems strict.
He does. But keep in mind that Balto recognized her talent at a young age. He even adopted her so he could pass on everything he knew. He might be strict, but only because he believes in her.
You sure know an awful lot about them.
I'm sort of a fan of theirs, you could say.
A teacher and his student, chasing after the same dream. What a sweet little story they have. That's why I think it's high time for Mogiloo's Menagerie to put on a show. And for our act, we'll be a comedy duo.
Comedy? Where'd you get that idea?
You heard me propose a challenge to little Moduloo, right? But not one of you knows a single acrobatic trick.
Sorry. Don't apologize. You couldn't have seen this coming.
Well, you could act like you feel a little bad at least. Now, normally I'd make you guys do something flashy like jump through a ring of fire, but I'll be magnanimous and let you do comedy instead. With comedy, I can take control of the stage and keep things lively. I can feed you the audience on a platter.
But going on the same stage as Moduloo, it's too much to handle.
Oh, I can't wait to take her down a peg or two.
I'm out. I don't even know why you're bothering. It's hopeless.
It's not hopeless. Plus, if we do well, we'll be raking in the dough. What better opportunity do we have to get started than now? After all, people will come thinking we're Moduloo's troupe.
You're sure eager to profit off of her good name.
That's exactly the material I want. Keep throwing out such zingers and the audience will be in stitches.
I'm not sure I follow, but okay.
The only thing getting thrown out is gonna be you.
You know, I think you could pull off being the straight man in our act.
What? Keep your compliments to yourself.
This plan might sound dumb, but more money never hurts.
Eisen, not you too.
Then it's settled. Now we just need to book ourselves a few gigs. I've got an in with all the stage directors in town. For now, I think everyone should pair up so we can figure out just what sort of comedy chops you all have. Everybody?
Even me?
Certainly. Each one of you is a part of Mogiloo's Menagerie, after all. I'm not so sure about this.
Oh man, you know what? If there's a mini game involving that, I wouldn't mind. Unless it's dumb controls and all that, but you know, talk to someone else here.
Whenever I hear Mogiloo's name, I can't help but think of Magilonica.
Magilonica? Who's that?
Oh, she's just a girl who worked as part of the freak show. Talked to spirits nobody else could see.
That's her, all right. She had many mysterious powers, like moving things without touching them and divining where people would find lost objects. For a time, people called her the Little Witch. She was pretty popular.
Thanks to her, the rest of
Her
the troupe
name
took
is a
in
know-it-all.
plenty of cash, or so I hear.
Yeah, but eventually they took it too far, and the kingdom tried them for heresy. I hear Magilonica was subjected to really brutal torture.
True fact. Everyone knows this story.
Well, I've never heard it.
That's not too surprising. It all took place when I was a young woman myself.
Remind me, Mogiloo. How old are you again?
What? How old would you say I am?
Well, from your reaction, I can at least tell you're not my age.
This is a cutscene episode. Even though I went to those islands to do some fighting, it just wasn't very interesting. I'm gonna save real quick. Two more places to talk to. Should I go back to the church as well? Yeah, I'll check it out.
When will the High Priest return to us?
Keep this between us, but I heard Lord Gideon was killed by demons.
Surely that's not true.
It most certainly is true.
Hey, shh! They'll hear you. I know someone who works in the palace, and he said the demon was a girl with the head of a wolf and the body of a gorilla.
But how could a demon have gotten into the palace?
Apparently, there was a power struggle among the higher-ups, and Gideon's enemies snuck the demon into his villa. They say that's why people sometimes heard terrifying screams coming from the place.
Oh, is the demon still there?
No idea. Rumor says she escaped, but I wouldn't worry. There's no way she'd stick around here.
That's what you think. She's right here, so you'd better watch out.
Stop messing around already.
Huh? Oh wow, we can go back to the villa. Probably will have to, actually, but... No one to talk to?
The nights are so cold of late. It's gotten harder to get flamestone, too.
I hear the port at Helives is at a near standstill. No matter how much flamestone they mine from Mount Killerhouse, they can't get it shipped out. I'm sure the Abbey is aware of the situation. It's not just us who are suffering. We have to endure.
Times like these is when we need to practice Lord Artorius' teachings. The many outweigh the individual.
Exactly. I'm sure Lord Artorius will think of us soon and send aid.
He doesn't give a damn about any of you.
How dare you!
The many outweigh the individual, right? Artorius wants to save humanity as a whole. Your individual troubles aren't important to him.
You have no idea what you're talking about. Aren't we part of the whole he wants to save?
What happy fools.
Sorry about that. She didn't get to see his speech, so she's been taking it out on everyone around her.
Really? What a troublesome kid.
But really, that speech was incredible.
Okay, that should be it, but we'll check out near the castle too. And expedition. Perfect. Yeah, nothing new.
Scout ship.
And then over here, there is a church just haven't opened, but whatever. Like any church just haven't opened these areas, it's probably just generic stuff or outdated stuff. So, yay! We missed out on number 11. Is it a dire foe, or maybe it's an enemy we're gonna find later, for whatever reason?
Eleanor, I need you to wait outside. The boss of the Bloodwings knows an exorcist is with us, but...
Say no more. I'm sure they have clients who wouldn't appreciate their faces being known to the Abbey.
Correct. Laphicet, you stay with Eleanor.
Okay.
I'll be back soon.
My thanks for coming all this way. It's been a while. Would you care for a peach pie?
What do you want?
Oh, it would do you good to unwind every now and again, you know. Stretch a bow too far and its string is bound to snap.
What do you want?
I would like you to escort this person out of the capital.
Something smells about this. Literally. Where am I taking them?
Somewhere the authorities can't reach them.
Sounds nice. I could do with such a place myself.
No joke. We've been looking for a place to lay low, but we haven't had any luck yet.
Well, come to think of it, I've heard a rumor that it's been a while since the Abbey has had any contact from Titania.
Prison Island.
Titania? But I thought the Abbey was in direct control of that place. Has the situation there gotten that bad since you left?
Sometimes the answer is right under your nose. I think it might work.
Called it.
Yeah, could make a decent hideout actually. The Therians could definitely get their fill of malevolence there.
And the Abbey is far too goody-goody to imagine an escaped prisoner would ever return to her prison by her own free will.
At the very least, I'd say it's worth checking out.
I take it our intel has proven useful.
It has. But before we go, have you heard anything about the Abbey harboring demons?
I'm aware there was a demon in the villa, and that it has been relocated.
Where?
I can't say right this moment, but I'm sure we will find out shortly.
All right, then in exchange for this person's safety, I want more information on that
small
demon.
bird
You've
kind
got
of...
a deal.
Well, it's actually a pretty big bird, relatively, but it
Isaac,
kind of looks a little
I heard
familiar.
about your confrontation with Melchior.
Just realized.
I'm sorry I wasn't able to help you find him.
Yeah, you really blew that one, Toots.
It's fine. What's done is done.
Have you given up on finding Eifried?
No, I haven't. The crew and I will do whatever we can to quash the Abbey's plans. We do them enough damage, and the Abbey ought to start thinking about putting their hostage to good use. They'll set him up as a trap for us, and that's when we'll steal him back.
Attacking the Abbey to create an opening for his escape.
Clever.
It's what Eifried would do. That's all.
They're taking a while. Yeah.
The Shepherd has a special mission for you. You are to protect the Malak Laphicet and bring him to the Logres Abbey headquarters.
What's wrong?
Hey, you want to take a walk around the capital for a bit? I can show you some of the sights. But, You can't trust me. I understand.
No, it's not bad. I promise. I'd love to go sightseeing with you, Eleanor.
Laphicet. Well, we'll do it another time, okay?
Why?
It's just, you know, Velvet would get mad at us.
Get mad about what?
Ah, you're done. And who is this?
A VIP entrusted to us by the head of the Bloodwings. We're stowing them away on Titania where the bad guys can't get at them.
The prison island? Just who is this person?
Didn't ask.
What?
Hey, something smells nice.
Huh?
Stop sniffing things. We're leaving.
We are leaving. It's been over an hour,
Take
but...
a job without bothering to ask who you're escorting or why.
The less you know, the less trouble you invite.
Yeah, and where are we going? Oh my god, we actually have to put Magalu's menagerie in motion. But we should probably focus on escorting this person. Take the mysterious man to Titania, yeah, which is all the way over here. But first, notice get. Be honest, I think we'll go to Titania, but watch cutscenes there and then stop.
Who is that caped man?
I do not know, but his hawk seemed extraordinarily well trained.
Trained to hunt, maybe?
I'd imagine. It takes a great deal of time and money to train a bird like that. What is it?
I smell something nice.
Indeed. The scent is somehow familiar. It can't be.
What are you two sniffing at?
Aha! They're bloodhounds on the hunt!
But we're talking about hawks hunting, aren't we?
Come again?
Oh, I'm sorry. Please excuse my poor manners.
You know, I gotta say, some people probably would not like this type of game. Like, I imagine it's a lot like people who don't like our JRPGs in general, especially like modern ones, because it's like you walk 5 steps and then cutscene, like another 5 steps, then another cutscene, and there's plenty of optional cutscenes, but you're compelled to watch them anyway because completion. Because there's lots of cutscenes happening very often lately. Can't go to that place yet. Well, this is Port Zexen, so this person right over there that we can talk to is what's going to continue the Magilu's Menagerie quest. Guess we can talk to him right now.
Could you fit my comedy act into tonight's show? I'm still breaking in my new partner, but I can carry the act. I'd appreciate you squeezing us in.
For you, Maggie dear, I'll do it as a personal favor, but you get 200 flat. No expenses, no per diem.
Oh, come on, don't be so stingy.
It gets worse. Our headliner is doubling up after, and the opener flubbed their lines and lost us minutes.
Playing deuce for a cold house? Well, alright, them's the breaks.
What the hell are you even saying?
I'm saying we're going on, and you're my straight man.
What? You're serious?
I'll take care of the actual funny bits. Just act like you always do and we'll be fine. Bonus points if you toss the men in the audience a glare of contempt every now and then. Just trust me.
Oh, hold on. This is all happening so fast. I'm not sure I'm ready for...
You'd better get ready, because the curtain's going up.
Oh, we are going right now, even though we're supposed to be escorting someone.
Hi there! We're Moggy and Val, your lovely comedians for today! Magikazam! We're still new to the comedy business, but we'll do our best to give you a memorable show. Now, I'm Moggy, the bright, beaming one in the pair, while my moody little partner here is... Hey, what's wrong, Val? Everything okay? You need to put some energy into this, or we're in trouble. Come on! If you've got one redeeming feature, it's your moxie.
That might be, but this is different.
I can see you're going through something right now. All right, let's take a deep breath together. Excuse us for just one moment. Velvet, what are you doing? We're losing the audience.
I can't help it. I've never talked in front of such a big crowd before.
Wait, don't tell me you've got stage fright?
So what if I do?
That's so unlike you. Just pretend that you're fighting some nasty exorcist and give it some gusto.
Easy for you to say. I'm embarrassed out here.
Don't be such a girl.
I am a girl.
That's it. Just do that, but project your voice.
I can't, and I don't want to.
You're a comedian. You have to. Where's your passion for your newfound art?
I'm not one, and I've never had any.
No, I can see it within you, deep down, the burning passion of a true artist at heart.
I've had enough! I can't do this with you!
Sorry, folks. Show's over.
Eh. Although Velvet acted the
You've
exact way she
certainly
should
shown me
have.
something new. A comedy team that just stands on stage whispering to each other.
We're going for a brand new comedic style. So, what did you think?
Don't quit your day job.
That's what I thought.
Ah, now she plays the straight man.
Yeah. So does this continue, or was that just a one-off thing? It was a one-off thing. Darn. The hell? Someone's talked to at the inn. Well, let's check that out. Maybe it does continue later on. Just I would have liked to actually be able to play that, you know? Like you're playing as Velvet and you gotta say the correct things at the right time. Instead it was just an
Man,
extended skit.
I heard that the merchants in Port Renede are making a killing now that the sea gate is shut tight.
No. Nothing compared to a merchant like you.
There are people profiting from this?
What are you talking about? Anyone who wants to head to Northgan has to sail around Westgan now. And those ships need to put into Port Renede for supplies.
That is true. Still, it's only until Vortigern is repaired.
Your friends in Renede wouldn't happen to be paying off the Abbey to delay repairs, would they?
You think that'd work on the Abbey? They're not as lax as the church was.
So that's it. You're in cahoots with the church.
Hey, relax. I'm just saying, there's a lot of nasty rumors circulating about those priests.
So not everyone's been hurt by Vortigern's closure. Interesting.
There's a front and back to every coin.
Except your coin only ever turns up tails.
Okay. These episodes are getting longer and longer, I feel, but honestly, I don't really know because of how like when I render the footage, how long it will be depends on how much footage I'm gonna fast forward through or cut off or anything like that.
This is bull crap. You're gouging us just because you can.
Well, if you want to pay less, maybe you should go find someone more generous.
Looks like they're at it again.
Huh? What's happening?
Benwick, snap out of it! Benwick!
Huh? I was haggling for supplies, and...
Tell you what, I'll give you a fair price. Actually, just take what you need. We should all endeavor to help contribute to the common good of humanity, rather than selfishly pursue wanton profit.
What? Are you sure?
No. Wait. What was I saying?
You felt that too, didn't you, kiddo?
Yeah, it disappeared, but I felt a strong force coming from somewhere to the north.
It's called a domain. A Moloch zone of influence.
Wait, if it's north of here, then...
The Empyrean's throne?
Did that happen because of something Innominat and Artorias did?
I don't know.
I've got a bad feeling about this. We should get far away from here, and quickly.
So, the suppression.
Yeah, actually, now we have to talk to someone else over there. Huh. So many cutscenes. Why now, though? Gosh.
Hey, geezer, you alright?
What nonsense are you spouting, youngin'?
That's one spirited old man.
Well, it's just that you suddenly got all polite on me, and you were all like, "Oh no, good chum, worry not about your debt to me."
I thought I said stop spouting nonsense.
It's not nonsense. You did say it. I heard you say it.
He did, but we were all acting strangely. You said, after you, fine sir. And I said, no, I simply couldn't. You first, dear friend. There's no way in hell I would ever let you go first.
Come to think of it, that's right. But he said not to worry about our debts, and now he's taking it back? That's inhuman, cruel, ruthless.
They lost control of themselves, but still have their memories. Maybe something was manipulating them.
What in the world happened to us?
I don't get it, but what I do get is that he said we don't owe him nothing. So my debt to you is off, right, old man?
Same here. Same here.
Shut your traps. I'd be flat broke if I let you knuckleheads off the hook. Now shut up and pay up.
Something really strange happened here.
Seems so. And I think this is just the beginning of it.
Yeah, I guess the other NPCs have the same shtick going on. You have anything new to say? Nope. Okay. Leaving for the Titania and then end of the video. Yeah, definitely a cutscene while we're out in sea. Always happens.
Alright, we're safely on the rolling waves. Don't you think it's time you showed us your face, Mystery Monk?
You're right. My apologies.
That voice.
I knew it! Prince Percival!
Who?
Percival Ilmid Asgard. Crowned prince and heir to the throne of the Midgard Kingdom.
This is someone new.
So he's next in line, is he?
It looks like someone already had me figured out.
Yes, Your Highness. I could tell from your fragrant wood scent, as only the royal family may wear it. But if I may ask, why?
Must I explain myself to gain your aid? I myself could ask what an exorcist is doing consorting with members of the underworld.
I don't...
It doesn't matter why you're here. On this ship, you're here for us to use to our advantage.
Treat me as you will. It's not like I can ever go back.
For a fellow born with silver spoons spewing out of his mouth, Princie Pooh's rather laid back.
Prince Percival is an upstanding man, renowned for both his intelligence and his fair, just demeanor. It's widely believed that with him on the throne, Midgard's prosperity will continue and...
Look, I played dumb earlier, but I smelled that scent too. He wore it for us to notice. He wanted us to know just what sort of position he held, and how useful he could be to us.
So she can smell, she just can't taste.
Surprised me at least.
Do you think we're being led into another trap?
We definitely can't take that possibility off the table.
When the time comes, he'll make a good hostage, if nothing else.
Not if the ones we face are after his life too.
For now, let's just make sure we keep an eye on him.
The prince. He said he couldn't go back.
I wonder why.
No more boat cutscenes? Nope. I like that we had to stop at another port. Like in the scene of the boat traveling around. Dal's there.
It's a prison. It's like a secret fort or something.
Weirdly quiet, though.
Yeah, I don't see a single exorcist on watch.
Let's scope out the inside.
Oh, cool. That was a fairly short cutscene. This was part of the plan. Can I not talk to the kid? Yeah, I can. Yeah, just getting some alternate stuff while I'm here. I don't think I've ever been here specifically, actually. If I remember correctly, Velvet just clawed down a cliff to get out of the island. Like, been everywhere here before. And if I remember correctly, this is where we were trapped in the quote-unquote beginning. Maybe not. Well, we've never been at the top, which is probably where we're gonna end up going next time. Hope you've all enjoyed this video, and have a nice day. Bye-bye!